right, so with 7 days officially away from the start of the NFL season on September 8th, I thought, why not just go through, kind of look at week one. Before we do, though, quick heads up, next Wednesday, so the 7th, again, if you've been around my channel for a while, for a couple years, I do my predictions go up every Wednesday, and then typically, unless the Packers play on a Monday, I typically have my Packers game review on Monday. That'll come up usually around noon Central Time Monday, and then Tuesday Tuesday. I kind of go over, if I want to talk about certain games from the rest of the week. So that's how the season goes. It's basically it's gonna be filled with a lot of videos throughout the week, and then probably streaming on the weekend. So just I'm ready. I'm ready. We're 7 days away. I can't wait. I might stream. Obviously, that's I start school next week, so we'll see how tired I am after the first 2 days if I'll stream this Bills and Rams game. But I'll try to stream next weekend for probably the Packers game, which 3:25. So that'll be a pretty good time. But I thought, why not just kind of look over the week one schedule? Just gonna get stuff a little more hyped if you're not already hyped, if you're not excited for a game. I think there's a lot of good in week one. I do. I think Browns-Panthers, I think will be an interesting game just because of the storyline with Baker Mayfield and everything that happened with him. I think he kind of helps make the game better than what it was. I don't think this will be a good game. I don't think it'll be a good game. This will be a good game. Obviously, I don't really have to talk about this game. I have it in my top 10. If you have not seen, I should have mentioned that before I started too. I did my top 10 games of the regular season. I just posted that I think like 2 days ago. I think it was. So that's in there. That's I don't have to talk about that game because there's enough hype around it already. So outside of that. Okay, well, there are some good games, and then there's, the Bears legit might only have like 5 wins this year. I might do a video just, going division by division. What is there, 6 divisions? So I could literally do that for the last 6 days and give my predictions for who's going to win the division, what their records are going to be. I could do that. That might be a fun video to do. Oh, no, I'm sorry, there's 8. Not 6. What am I thinking? I guess I could do like 1. I could do 2 on the 8th. I could do just make sure I have, I guess, the AFC East and the NFC West ones up before this game. I guess I could do one for next Friday too, and kind of I guess maybe we end off with the AFC West and the NFC West. So I don't know. We'll see. I might do something. Maybe I'll have to put 2 up in one day. This, I think, will be an interesting game. I think the Steelers' defense is actually kind of underrated. Bengals are the Bengals. Just made the Super Bowl. They're coming into the season with a target on their head, especially the AFC. That target is huge on their head in the AFC. So I think, you're getting a win over a divisional rival, start out 1-0, I think will be really helpful. Just get a couple early wins. Set you up for at least the top 4 seed. Because those, they got a lot of good games this year. So you get some wins where you can early on when, not every team is full strength in their best chemistry and whatnot. You can do good down the stretch. So this is going to be an underrated matchup right here. This could be a very underrated matchup. I love the Eagles. Eagles, weekly, they're getting new guys on their roster. Which doesn't help with chemistry, but when you're bringing in veterans and you're bringing in, good players and whatnot, yes, it's going to take some time for chemistry, but eventually, by the time you get to the playoffs, because I think they are going to win their division, so that means they're going to be a top 4 seed in the NFC. You get to the playoffs, then you should have enough chemistry for all those new players. So I love this team. Lions. I think the Lions, the ceiling is the wild card round for them. I do. I think they can get enough wins to squeak in as maybe the 6 or 7 seed. They'll lose in the wild card round, but to get to the playoffs for the Lions is huge for them. But the Bears are sucky, and obviously Packers again. That's gonna be tough. But who knows? They split with the Vikings last year. Who knows what's going to happen in this year with them? So I think there's a very real possibility that they could get second or third place, or because like the NFC is very top heavy, you just sneak in as the 7th seed, and then anything is possible. But again, I see kind of like a 5th, 6th, or 7th seed. I don't see them winning the division. I think the Packers are still too good for that. Maybe you give Dan Campbell maybe 3 years, maybe 2 more years, and I think they're contending for the NFC North in maybe 2 years. I do. So I as a Packers fan, yeah, I'm excited for the Lions. Honestly, I just think they'll do good, and I think they're on their way up. This game, Davis Mills is underrated. He's honestly underrated. It'll be interesting to really see what Matt Ryan has on the Colts, how they're gonna do. So I think this will be a fun matchup. AFC South. Texans aren't probably gonna win it, but I think Davis Mills is a really underrated QB. I think he was he second in rookie yards or something? He came in second for some stat for rookie QBs that no one talks about. So just if the Texans get 6 wins, 7 wins this year, it's probably because Davis Mills really had to step up from his rookie year to his second year. So this game, I don't know. We'll see. Ravens, Jets. I don't know. I like the Jets. Got a lot of good pickups and whatnot this offseason. They had a very good offseason. I think the Eagles, I think you have to say, just because they're a better team than the Jets, you got to say they had a better offseason. But I think you're up there. I think you're a top 5 offseason, but it's just, can you make do with what you did this offseason? Okay, whatever. Giants, Titans, this will be fun. Chiefs, Cardinals, week 1, 325. That'll be very fun. I can't wait for that. That'll be fun. AFC West matchups, always going to be insane this year. So, obviously, I can't wait for this. Deserves that 325 spot. Packers, Vikings, 325. Honestly, they say every year the Vikings are going to dethrone the Packers. And they get a win. They usually do get a win, and we usually split with the Vikings. 1 win, 1 loss. But I don't know how to feel about the Vikings, because they take a step forward and then they take 2 steps back, and sometimes they make the playoffs, sometimes they don't. Obviously, I think last year, new head coach. What was it? I think it was a new staff last year. They didn't make the playoffs, obviously, last year. So we'll see. We'll see how they are. Why are they week 1? They kicked off the previous season, and they're Sunday night this year. I get it if you want a rematch. I get it. Why are they week 1 again? Did they not look at last year's schedule and realize, hey, they were, well, it was prime time because it was Thursday, but their night game again on Sunday. So I don't get it. I don't know why they're playing week 1 again. I don't. It might be fun. It might be a fun game, honestly, but just make it middle of the season, honestly. Just why can't you do that? So I don't know. And then Broncos, Seahawks. That's I feel bad for the Seahawks because they're in the toilet right now. Is where they are. They're down there. So yeah. But I think overall, if you look at the week as a whole, I think there's a lot of fun games. This will be up there as one of the better games. Obviously, Rams, Bills will be up there. This will be up there. This might be up there. Again, I think this will be an underrated game. I think, AFC North, especially because, technically 3 of them, Steelers are okay. But technically the Browns with Deshaun Watson, they can be a playoff team with all the, signings and everything that's happened there. But just because, with Deshaun Watson gone 11 weeks, it's technically only the Bengals and the Ravens that are really going for the division. The Browns are going to be lucky to maybe get 6 wins before they get Deshaun Watson back. And he might not even be good. So, again, I like the Steelers' defense. That offense confuses me because I don't know what they're going to be doing on offense there. Mitch Trubisky is starter. So if they beat the Bengals, all I'm going to say is that's a rivalry game. You throw logic out the window. I said this last year all the time. I said rivalry games, you throw logic out the window because you can't predict what is going to happen at all. There's just no reason. Now, again, something like this where the Falcons are very much descending a lot and, the Saints they're ascending. They are. It feels like, it should be the Saints game. It can feel like that. But, I mean, there's been times where, again, you go back to, when Brady played the Jets. Like, the Jets beat them in the playoffs, beat them in the regular season. The Dolphins, again, with that, famous Dolphins play against the Patriots. You can have, teams like that where they don't look good, and they can beat up these supposed good teams. So, again, just rivalry games, you just don't you can't have logic in the ring because nothing's, it's not going to work. So, for now, though, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you're most hyped for week 1. Again, I got my predictions coming out in 6 days. We'll do recaps following, again, it'll be Tuesday because I got to get the Monday night game in there, which, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have a lot to talk about that, but, just overall, let me know your thoughts on week 1. I might do a weekly thing of this, even though, again, I'm basically going to be doing the same thing with my picks, kind of talking about it, but it's a little bit different of a format, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I already signed off, so again, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're ready for football, we're 7 days away. I'm out of here. Peace.